Mavericks call time here. A different look for San Antonio. Collins comes in for Victor Wembanyama, and it's Osman in for Sochan. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. You know, Grant, last season for the Spurs, their worst winning percentage since 1997.
And for a franchise that's done so much winning, BA, kind of strange to see. I mean, 4 straight years missing the playoffs, but before that, 22 straight playoff appearances and 5 titles.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. They've got MP. Derek Jones is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Exum in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added the three-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It has absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The Mavericks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. MP, the pass to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And just a typical unselfish play from MP. He's got a really strong team mentality to his game.
Up top, Johnson. With 2 seconds left. And it's in there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Mavericks on top, they lead by 12. After a quick break, we're coming right. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Checked in for Collins. And Dallas with a change here, too. MP's checked in. After years of dynasties and predictable NBA Finals matchups, Doris, we've now entered an era of unprecedented parity.
We have, BA, and it's an interesting situation for the league because what they've done to redistribute the talent is try to implement rules that prohibit those trios of stars from dominating the action as we have seen in the past. It's led to more interest. It's led to higher television ratings. I think it's appropriate.
We've got Devontae Graham, Wembanyama out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Branham misses. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Well, Doris, despite some big moves, the Mavericks fell short of most people's expectations in 2023.
Very tough end to their finish, especially in light of the talent they have. It just goes to show you, even the best pieces need time to gel together. Now the Dallas Mavs have some decisions.
So it's 1 of 2 from the stripe. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
They get it back. Goes back up. Nice touch on the bank shot. Irving's got 21.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Jones against Doncic. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Irving, the pass to MP. For three, Hardaway. San Antonio with a rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Kleber against Jones. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
The Mavericks shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Inside. Stolen by Vassell. Here's Sohan. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's good to see Vassell find the open man as he continues to evolve as a playmaker.
Johnson against Irving. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to MP. And a missed layup. For the Spurs, this one not looking good. Jones finds Vassell. Wembanyama against Hardaway. Off the mark there with a three. Dallas shooting it at 52%.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Mavericks.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kyrie Irving.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Kleber's shot is off. Vassell with it. A little mid-range shot is up. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Exum. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank y'all. Wow, listen,
right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're going to try to do this in an orderly fashion, all right? Why don't we start right over here?
Lisa Sims, Daily Horn. MP, you came into the league heralded as the best player of your generation, but you really struggled tonight. Were you feeling the weight of expectations? Was it first game jitters, or maybe something else?
There were some jitters, but that's no big deal. Everyone gets nervous from time to time. You just gotta learn how to deal with it. Bottom line, I wasn't good tonight. But it's just one game. Once I get my feet wet, I'll start making the kind of difference everyone expects me to make. Thank you. Next question. Right over here. Right over here.
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu gewinnen mit Fans, die auf der ganzen Welt zuschauen?
Lena Becker, Sport Monthly. How does it feel to get your first win in an NBA game with fans watching all around the world?
Wow. It's great that the NBA is such a global game that we've got reporters here from, it's Germany, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. It's a sign that the game continues to grow and find fans around the world. That means there's a deeper talent pool, more exposure. It's exciting if you love the game. Awesome. How do you say thank you in German?
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, Dankeschön. That's awesome. All right, we got time for one more. Right in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Chuck?
Yeah, it means I have a target on my back. I had every advantage growing up, I know that. And I've got all the natural ability in the world, thanks to my genetics. When you got both those things, people want to take you down a peg. But I thrive on that. It makes me better. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, La Compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Corbet, The Competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
Man, love you guys. France is awesome. I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much beautiful history there, but it's also very modern and forward-thinking at the same time. I'd love to go back someday and spend some serious time there. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
One more.
Proud of you, MP.
Hey, you should be.
I'm about to do something special with the family name. No?
Level it up.
You talk real big for somebody who just was crying as they dropped their Ninja Turtle in the toilet.
Pop, that was like 12 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
You can't even rent a car.
That's why I got you.
Uh-huh. And you're lucky that you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You here to keep me on track?
Huh? You know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
Just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year. So I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied, as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
Ah, you're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner if I had played the game.
All right.
Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's gonna be no question who the GOAT
is. That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
Empey's got the passion, focus, and preparation to be great. I won't worry about him at all.
And P wearing Jordans makes a lot of sense.
Have a great game, man.
Hey.